Hello, welcome back to my channel Qubit Educational Services. We have been discussing the ISER Aptitude Test Model Paper 1. We will be solving the fourth question, that is question number 34 from the mathematics section. Let f be a real function such that mod of f of x minus f of y is less than or equal to 6 into mod of x minus y bracket squared for all xy in the set of real numbers. If f of 3 is equal to 6, then f of 6 equals 6, 9, 12 and 18. Okay, now note that apart from the fact that this inequality holds for all x and y, we know nothing regarding f, right? We don't know whether it is a constant function, an identity function, exponential, logarithmic, trigonometric, nothing. Okay, but what we recall is that we have f of x minus f of y appearing in the definition of the derivatives numerator. Okay, limit as h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x upon h. Okay, so if that is true, we can start thinking to solve this problem on that lines. Okay, so we will first write down the given inequality, right? Mod of f of x minus f of y less than or equal to 6 into mod of x minus y bracket squared. We now carefully divide, okay, both sides by x minus y. Okay, so f of x minus f of y upon x minus y, and because we are dividing by the mod of x minus y, it really doesn't matter where you write it. Okay, you can write it even inside the mod. Okay, and now is the main part. Okay, this expression inside the modulus is often called as the difference quotient. Okay, and if you take the limit of this as the denominator tends to 0, it becomes the derivative provided the limit exists. Okay, so we now do the same, we now follow the same line. We let x minus y to be h. Okay, so x can be considered as y plus h, which means this inequality can now be rewritten in terms of y and h. So it will be mod of f of y plus h minus f of y divided by h less than or equal to 6h. Well, 6 into mod h, sorry, 6 into mod h. And now we apply the sandwich principle, okay, or the squeeze theorem. So by the squeeze theorem, okay, first you take the limit as h tends to 0, okay, and by the sandwich principle or the squeeze theorem, we can say that limit as h tends to 0 of this has to be less than or equal to limit of 6 into mod of h as h tends to 0, but limit of mod h as h tends to 0 has to be 0. Okay, and because we know that mod is never negative, okay, well, as far as real numbers are concerned, we are now forced to write the inequality in the way that mod of the derivative df by dy is less than or equal to 0. Okay, but because it is mod, you can write it as equal to 0. Okay, what does it mean? If the absolute value of any function's derivative is 0, it means the derivative itself is 0, which means that the function has to be a constant, right? So f of 6 has to be equal to f of 3 or any other value, but we know f of 3 is given in the problem, that is 6. So f of 6 is also equal to 6 only because the function is a constant function, and yeah, so it is option A. Okay, yeah, I mean it's a bit difficult to pick the correct line of thinking. Okay, if you were to solve this problem otherwise, okay, the first choice that should come to you is the constant function. Okay, and now if you think that f of x is a constant function, then f of x minus f of y will always be 0, and mod of 0 will always be less than or equal to, well, any non-negative number. Okay, so for a constant function, this particular inequality is always satisfied no matter what value f of 3 has. Okay, but because f of 3 has 6 as its value, you conclude that f of 6 is also equal to 6. So there are two ways to solve the problem. Either you can go with the intended way which we discussed earlier, or you can take the help of a guess. Okay, yes, so question 34 option A. In the next video we will see question 35. Thank you.